Hello, Grandma DC here. And Maggie decided it was time for hugs as soon as I started the camera. And I've been home a while from the doctor's office. I had to have a bunch of tests run today, CT scans, MRIs. And I don't know why as soon as I started the camera, she is like, time for a hug. It's okay. There's always time for a hug. Yes, there is. She has her puppies. She's being a good mama. I hear them crying. You need to go feed them some more? Okay, guys. A lot to talk about, a lot to get through. I did get to see an oncologist today, first time. And she won't be my oncologist because she's leaving. I really liked her, though. It's a shame. But it seems that there's been a lot of screw-ups, as we know, trying to get TRICARE Prime and all the insurance referrals and tests and everything else. Someone else needing a hug? It's Betsy. There we go. Sit down, good. And we finally decided to switch to Columbia. Hopefully Monday I'm going to see another surgeon, and this oncologist said, tell that surgeon you need a team of doctors to get you the right meds and the right cocktail, and we're going to get you going. So here's what she discovered. She did not have the CT scans or MRI. It's back from today. They were supposed to ASAP those to her, but they didn't. Are we surprised? No. So she has said she's looking at them today, making an assessment, and she will call me. She says, I hate to do this on the phone. In the meantime, something a little lighter. I came home. Thank you guys for the donations and the cards. People still send cards. And don't apologize for printing a card. Oh my God. You know what? If you wrote me a note on Big Chief notebook paper from the past when you were in kindergarten, I'd still love it. So I wanted to thank Kathy and Hope. Darling card, Hope, though. Kitty cat. And the lovely donation and from Missy in Tupelo, Mississippi. I love it. And Melissa. Guys, thank you so much. I know it takes time to get a stamp and to go to the mailbox, and I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. So, do I have any good news? Well, yes. I'm taking it as good news. Pam and I both broke down crying because it's the first good news I've had since this all started. As you know, the doctor said I had about this doctor said the tumor is about 4 inches. She said about the width across her hand. It does seem to be that I might have some spots in my bones, but the doctor's going to call me later today when she gets to read the CT scans and everything and see what she thinks about that. She couldn't feel the lymph glands, even though the surgeon said, yeah, the lymph glands were involved. So that doesn't mean they're not. But it was good that she couldn't feel them, at least. I mean, at least they're not like, sticking out like hemorrhoids or anything, right? That'd be good. And here's the good news. My brain scan was clean. I don't have tumors or cancer in my brain, and I know that comes as a shock to my mom and others that are around me because I've been having trouble remembering things, just small things. I just like, well, and then all the meds I took last night, another 150 milligrams of prednisone plus Benadryl to get prepped for this test today. They weren't as bad as I was expecting them to be. I was really expecting that contrast to set me on fire from head to toe like it did 40 years ago, and it wasn't that bad. I think mostly because I cried my way through it. Yes, I was a big baby. I admit it. But I'm often that way. So I came home and I found Scud naked. Scud, where are your clothes at? And why are you naked? There's his trucker's tan. You can see where his clothes fit him usually. So he's lost one of his cute little outfits with the blue jeans. Yeah, just pretend you're asleep and ignore me. Diesel went out and walked the perimeter of the house fence. We can't find out where he's getting out at, but he's getting out somewhere. That or some neighbor grabbed him by the clothes and stripped him off. I don't know. But he still has his collar and IDs on, and he's chipped, so... Alright guys, I'm just sitting here waiting. The doctor said she hates to call and give somebody news on the phone, but she said I have been waiting so long and it has been so screwed up. She wants me to have more information, and I said I appreciate that. So I still have my nifty hospital bracelet on. And we're going to wait for that call. And I will record that call when it gets here, just so I don't mishear something, and later Pam and all of them can look at it for me. We'll see what she says. Well, before the call, I'm sitting here, and I wanted to say that if you want to keep up with the Sarama Mamas, I have given them away to a friend of mine, Barbara. And Barbara has a YouTube channel, and it's, of course, www.youtube.com channel. Woo! I'm going to have to put this below in the description.
But slash UCS219PB7T, little t, capital H, capital O, little h, 8, little v, little n, capital W, P1Q5Y, little y, little g, question mark view as subscriber.
And it's Hippie Homesteader Wannabe, WANNABE. And I used to work with her when we were working in the group homes. Occasionally. She worked at a different group home than me, but we occasionally got to work together. And she's a wonderful person, and she now has the Sarama Mamas and the 4 babies. I kept the ruse. We just let them go. They're just out there running around. They're going to survive or not, because she lives kind of in town, and she didn't need the roosters crowing all the time. But she's got a little footage of Dolores and Survivor and the Saramas on there if you want to keep up with them. I'm sure she'll be posting YouTube videos of them occasionally. And she said after just a day or so of having them, she was already getting some eggs, which I was surprised. I was like, I'm surprised they didn't go into shock and quit laying. And as we all know, my Jennifer, my angel Jennifer, has come, and she took all the quail. And I gave her the quail cages too. She said I could have them back in the future if I beat this cancer. And I said, well, there'll always be quail. So she and I are taking care of each other, and she's going to bring me quail eggs on the weekend because my daughter loves them. And she says, oh, they're too little and tiny to mess with. And I was like, they're delicious. We'll mess with them. So diets. I wanted to talk a little bit about dietary things. So we all know I was doing the keto and then carnivore. I was keto insanity for a while, and then carnivore. You know, I've tried all my life dieting and trying to be healthy. I've done raw vegan. If you look back on some of my old videos, I've done it all, trying to lose weight and get healthy, and not succeeding. Not succeeding, guys, at all. So one has to wonder. I am going to be definitely, if they don't give me one, I'll be asking for a dietitian, and we will be discussing what is the best diet to try to keep cancer down. Now, I had heard long ago it was raw vegan. That's why I tried it. And then I heard it was organic, vegetarian. And I tried it. Not that for cancer, but, you know, just for health. But then to get rid of all the pain I was having in my body is when I went carnivore. And it did get rid of the pain. And the oncologist was like, yeah, you know, I understand that does get rid of pain and takes out inflammation. That's a good diet to be on. But I'm not sure that it's the best for getting rid of tumors and breast cancer. So I will be researching into that, keeping you up to date, of course. And then I had someone, thank you, send me a thing about dog wormer. I told Debbie that, and she's like, dog vermer, what? I'm like, not were, as in little sneaky things, worms. And it was like dog wormer could help shrink tumors. And I said, well, I wished I'd known that month and a half ago, 2 months ago, since I'm not getting into oncologist or any treatments because of all the insurance and screw-ups. I might have tried that, you know, really. And if things continue to screw up at this new place, I may try it yet. I don't know. I know. It's scary. You know, I don't like pills or drugs or anything. And I don't drink. I'm an old fuddy-duddy. So this is particularly frightening for me to be taking any. I know they asked me, so what kind of drugs are you taking? And I'm like, occasionally ibuprofen. I quit taking my antidepressants when I quit working my job. So, didn't have much to write down for that. All right, guys. We're still waiting for the doctor to call and tell me what she thought of that CT scan and MRI that I took today. She said that will definitively tell her whether the cancer is in the bones. And that's what we're waiting to find out yet. But I don't have it in my brain. You know, that surprises me too. But I'm happy. Yes. Hello.
Hello. We met this afternoon.
Right,
well,
yeah.
Morning, technically.
Yeah, I've been waiting for your call.
Okay. So I have the results of your CAT scan.
All right.
And I'll tell you right now what I'm worried about. We'll start with that and get it over with, okay?
Okay.
So the area that I'm worried about is on your CAT scan, that back left rib area
Yes.
that's been hurting you and that I told you about.
Right.
It looks like that rib is broken and healing. Like it broke maybe a little while back and it's healing.
Okay, I thought I broke a rib when I was moving some stuff, but then I thought, oh, that's just nuts, So.
Yeah, so here's the thing. So that worries me because sometimes a bone breaks because it breaks.
Right.
So, what you're doing. Sometimes it breaks because there's a weak spot because there's cancer cells there.
Right,
And
yeah.
on the picture, I cannot tell one from the other.
Right.
I can just tell that it broke and it's starting to heal itself over.
Yeah, I was lifting. I didn't do a lot of strenuous. I mean, it wasn't like I didn't fall down or anything. I was lifting some
Sure.
fence over another fence, and then after that, like I said, I couldn't even hardly raise my arm. I told my doctor about it. I said I tried to raise my arm and I dropped a bucket of feed, and it really, really, really hurt. And she was like, "Oh, well, yeah, arthritis."
Yeah.
So okay, right. That
So
makes
was that like a month or two ago?
yeah, pretty recent. Yeah.
Okay. So that was the area of the rib, and like I said, the reason it concerns me is because
Right.
I don't know if it broke because it was weak in that spot to do with cancer, or if it just is a fluke and it broke.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you that.
Right.
They didn't mention any other area in the skeleton that looks like that. They did mention that that area, like in your right hip or whatnot, there's
Right.
like degenerative changes, more like chronic inflammation, arthritis,
Yeah.
which goes with what you had been experiencing.
Right.
But they don't say that they see any obvious like tumor or eating away at the bone or anything like that. So
Yeah.
hopefully that's not related.
That's good. There's
That's
good
good.
news. Okay.
And then they see the area in the left breast, which that's not a surprise. We knew that was there.
Right. Yeah.
And then deep in the left armpit, there are some lymph nodes that are anywhere from 1 to 2 centimeters. So that's maybe about the size of like your thumb,
Right.
the end of your thumb, the top part of your thumb.
Yeah.
So those likely are involved in the cancer,
Right.
or they're inflamed from the cancer. And that's something that the surgeon that you see at MU will probably talk to you about, especially if they decide to go with chemotherapy before surgery. They'll probably talk to you about possibly biopsying those so they know ahead of time whether they're involved or not.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay? And then I did reach out to a couple different people to ask them who at MU is kind of known for working with breast cancer.
Right.
And I actually ended up having to ask the radiation oncologist in Sedalia, who's a friend. And he said Dr. Nistala, Nistala.
Nastala. Nastala. Okay.
Nistala. And Dr. I don't know how to pronounce this. Papa Gorgiou. I'm going to spell it for you.
It's like Papa Gigio. It's like it was a movie character. Yeah.
Yes, it's PAPAGEORGIOU.
Wow. Okay. Papa Georgius or something. Yeah.
Papa Giorgio. Papa Giorgio, whoever that is, or wherever they're from,
Is good.
Dr. Decker said that Dr. Papa Giorgio has a lot of interest in breast and does both research and clinical breast
Nice.
oncology. So those were the 2 leads that I have for you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I do.
You are welcome.
And to me, this sounds like the best news I've gotten. I mean, I know it's not all great, but it sounds
at
good.
least it's information. I mean,
Exactly.
we're sorting it out at least.
That's right, hon.
This is the CAT scan's red. It's in the computer system at Western Missouri.
Right.
They should have forwarded it based on your request to the doctor at MU.
Right.
And then the only thing that I don't have back, and the surgeon will want to see it, is the breast MRI.
Right. Okay, but that will be there, I'm sure, by Monday.
Yes, hopefully that will be there by Monday.
Okay, well, it sounds like I've got a fighting chance now anyway.
I think so. I mean, cancer is crazy, or we wouldn't have to deal with it. But
Right.
I think all in all, it's fairly good news. And we also have, like I told you in the room, we also have some targets to go after, which as oncologists, as cancer doctors, we like that because it gives us a chance to fight back.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to take this as having more of a chance than I thought I did. Way more.
Good. I'm glad.
All right. Well, I thank you so much.
I will finish my note with the rest of this information before I leave today, and then if the doctors at MU need the note, it'll have everything in it.
Okay, hon. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Well, you heard it. Straight from the doctor's mouth. It looks like I have a fighting I'm sorry. I had to take a moment to pull myself together. Good news. And I wasn't expecting any good news because the surgeon before Dr. Diane had not told me much of any. It was worse than worse and worse. So it may be only stage 2 or 3. And I told my doctor that I couldn't lift my arm and it hurt so bad. And I had a broken rib. And it may be broken because of cancer, but I mean, at least we know there was a reason why my shoulder and arm hurt. I wasn't being an old lady hypochondriac. You want to see the puppies? Let's lighten it up, guys. And again, I was texting with some of you about dietary things. We'll be talking with professionals. We'll be researching a lot about what is the best. Maybe there's like foods you should eat or not eat for this type of cancer. She said we had some targets, and that's good. And that I'll have a fighting chance now. And I want to thank everybody for the donations and the PayPal. You have no idea. It's going in the gas tank, guys, because it's a 2.5 hour drive there and 2.5 hours back. So, and it's really helping. I love y'all. Hang in there, and I'll keep you posted as things go by. Let's look at the puppies. There's the babies. This is Tippy. Tippy is marked like a little Rottweiler with brown cheeks. She has a home. And this is Cole. Because Cole is jet black, and look how big he is compared to his mama. And he's even bigger than Dobby, who's my baby girl, and growing dark hair. Isn't she the sweetest? And there's her sweet mama, who says, why are you taking pictures of the babies and not taking pictures of me? You're a good mama, though. Cole's always eating, isn't he, Maggie? So, yep, he is. That's why he's growing so big. Well, there they are, guys. Precious babies.